Iran, one of the most controversial nations on earth. George Bush listed it under the nations of the axis of evil. Now, whether or not you think Iran is an Islamic fundamental country threatening the world with terrorism, or whether you think it's a pariah state that's being victimised because it has different beliefs to us in the West, watch this episode of Jason's Journeys and decide for yourself. Iran is led by the Ayatollahs, who run the country as an Islamic revolutionary party as a result of a revolution in the 1970s. The kings, the Shahs, used to rule Iran, and then there was an overthrow when people were sick to death of what was going on with the murders and the killings that had happened in the country. So a fundamental ground root revolution took place, and the Ayatollah Khomeini overtook the current Shahs, got rid of the kingdom, and made it an Islamic republic, which it still is to this day. Now, you might have your own views about it. Iranians have their own views. Young people, old people, Christian people, Sunni and Shia. It's such a complex issue. We're going to look at it in this episode. Anyway, before I get on with any more talk on this episode, it's probably better that we get there and visit it for ourselves. Just getting into Iran was an adventure within itself. But let's get going, everyone. I'm Jason Ross. This is Jason's Journeys. Let's go to Iran. Iran is found in the Middle East and is bordered by other countries such as Azerbaijan, Armenia, Turkmenistan, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iraq and Turkey to its northwest. It's also one of the most mountainous countries in the world, as we'll see over coming episodes. Its landscape dominated by rugged mountain ranges that cross its plateaus and basins from one side to the other. Iran is the 18th largest country on earth and has a population of about 80 million people. It's been the Islamic Republic of Iran since 1979 and has the history of the Persian Empire, which we'll get into more in later episodes. Getting into Iran is not that easy. The official system is as follows. Now pay attention. First off, you have to transfer money electronically from someone here in Australia that's Iranian to someone over in Iran who then takes the money to an Iranian travel agency. This is because Iran does not accept credit cards. Once the money's been transferred to Iran, that person has to take the money to a government-registered travel agent who then lodges your application with the Iranian government. They then issue a reference number that is given back to that travel agency, which is forwarded on to you, which you then use to apply to the Iranian embassy here in Australia to then get your visa and a formal invitation. Sound complicated? Oh yes it is. So what I did was, I turned up without a visa at the airport at Ayatollah Khomeini Airport at midnight and saw how I got on. Let me tell you, last night at the airport, getting a visa was an absolute nightmare. Everything I'd been told by the Iranian embassy proved to be completely wrong. So I turn up, they say at first, no visa, and you have to get on a plane and leave the country. You panic for a while, they yell at you, you say sorry, babakshi, they yell back, and eventually after about an hour, they have sympathy on me, and they gave me the visa, and I made it here and got here about midnight last night. Next step is getting a map and making our way around the city. Oh, and by the way, the language here is Farsi. So learn to say Shobakhay, which means good morning, and Babakshi, sorry, excuse me. Important Farsi words to know, but I'll teach you some more as we go along. Anyway, let's head out. Come on, everyone. So having left my hotel room, I headed out into Tehran. The city of Tehran has approximately 8 million people. It has a very cosmopolitan atmosphere and is home to a diverse ethnic and linguistic group from all over the country. It represents the true cosmopolitan nature of Iran as a country. Tehran saw a drastic change in its composition in the early 80s after the revolution. The consequences of the Islamic uprising was that after that period of time, many Tehranis were forced to leave due to political, social and religious pressure.
Okay, so we've arrived at the bazaar here in Tehran, the biggest one, which is right near Golestan Palace. They make all kinds of handicrafts and the usual rugs, mats. We're going to go inside and check it out, and apparently it gets a little bit hectic and crazy. Let's see how we get on, shall we?
So of course, the moment you meet the markets, I met Mohammed, a local carpet and rug trade dealer who took me to his rooms to show me his wares and also give me a bit of a lesson about Persian rug making.
This is handmade, this is handmade. All of them is handmade.
Okay.
But it depends technique. Carpet have a nuts like this. This is a carpet, look, make by finger one by one in the 10 centimeter, 100 nuts. 100 time finger with the frame make by hand. In the 10 square centimeter, 100 by 100, 10,000 nuts.
Okay.
1 meters like this,
Okay.
1,000 nuts, 1 meters by 1 meters, 1 million nuts.
Ooh.
Very busy work, but I am sorry, in the Iran economic very bad. For example, this carpet made by hand 6 months, this is wool, this silk.
Yeah.
This make by hand 6 months, this make by hand 1 year, 2 years.
After spending quite a bit of time with Mohammed, I came to learn that Iranian carpets actually reveal a link between the producer of the carpet and their wishes, beliefs and needs. It also reflected economics, regional areas, botanical resources used to stain and colour the carpets and geographical conditions. The Iranian carpet designs have been derived and inspired from nature, history, myths and some are used as prayer mats. They've been used from nomadic lifestyle and very simple carpets, which we'll see later on in the next few episodes, through to the wool of livestock and dyes being made from various mineral and plant resources. There's even a carpet museum located in Tehran dedicated to historical carpets and the regional areas of the country.
So here we are in the bazaar. We've checked out some of the rugs. There's plenty of herbs, spices and all kinds of things to see and do. People here are really friendly. If you learn a bit of Farsi, Solbakhay, like I said before, then you'll find people are really friendly and welcoming. Let's go and check out some more of the market, shall we?
The Grand Bazaar in Tehran is split into corridors, each specialising in different types of goods. I realised I'd only just finished the carpet section and still had everything from copper, paper, spices and precious metals to go. Not only that, the pace was starting to pick up. I hope you're able to keep up with it because we've only just begun our Iranian odyssey. Make sure you stay with us because after the break, as we head out of the markets after seeing a bit more herbs and spices and we go and see the Golestan Palace, which was truly breathtaking. Make sure you stick around after the commercial break for it. I'll see you. Our Iran adventure's just begun.